Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Mercury sextile Saturn for May 2023. So, this happens on the 12th of May and the 19th of May. So, we're going to be seeing what the energy is like for you during this time. This is a highly productive, highly, powerful time, even though we're in the midst of a Mercury retrograde and then a post Mercury retrograde during these times. So, yeah, let's dive into it. But first, okay, first I was going to say let's clear the energy space, but make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out, helps this channel out, especially taking that hiatus with all the health issues that were going on with my family. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping us out. You guys are absolutely amazing. So now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. Now, this cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Here we have the Two of Wands reversed. So there's almost a sense, like I just heard a door close. There's a sense of something we really wanted or something that we were kind of banking on going forward. It closes on us. And we can really see this as a devastating setback, or we can see this as new opportunities coming our way, which is what Spirit is saying that it is. So there's going to be some sort of hiccup. It doesn't have to be big. It can just be like, oh, I had this planned and now we can't do this, type of thing, but a door is going to open in a new way that is much more suited to your temperament, to what you desire, to what you're looking for, Sagittarius. So that's going to be a really big thing for you. Let's see what Spirit has to say during this time. Because remember, Mercury sextile Saturn, Saturn is all about the rules, it's all about, structure. So when something goes awry to the way that things are planned, we can get really upset. Mercury is much more kind of go with the flow, but we can find that we just seek balance during this time. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have spiritual. We need to follow our spiritual center. We need to follow what we love. We need to follow what we want in a sense of our spiritual souls, what fills up our cup. And I love the saying that I heard, you need a gallon to fill a cup. And that just stopped me right in my tracks, because I always thought you need a cup to fill a cup. But if you have a cup and you're filling one other person's cup, you have nothing left. So when people say a pitcher, I don't know why, I always just visualized a cup filling a cup. But you need a gallon to fill a cup. And spiritually, we need to connect with however we connect spiritually to the divine, to the universe, to our own creative energy, our energy of the chi. That is really going to help us move forward. We do candle meditation where you just, sit back and you watch a candle flickering. We can do rituals that help us. But there is a sense, and also, the flickering light of the dawn that we can have at our, kind of like our solar plexus, that could be so powerful for us during this time. A sense of meditation, a sense of connecting and communing with the spiritual, which Sagittarius, we can be astoundingly good at. So just be aware of this. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's something here that has come to an end. Okay. So let's talk about this time, astrologically speaking, and why this can be a very big deal for us. So, Mercury sextile Saturn brings everything into focus in our minds. And there's something here that isn't working out. And we're finally deciding that instead of like forcing the slipper onto our feet, kind of like Cinderella's stepsisters, we're just saying it doesn't fit. It's not for me. I don't want to marry the prince, type of deal. I'm going to move forward in a world that is right for me, not a world that others think I should be having. So this is going to be a powerful shift for us. And there's going to be something inwardly that is so, so, so important to us coming forward. This is a time where we set goals, like we see our goals and we can see them coming to fruition. And we're putting forth like our most powerful, most creative, most, brilliant energy. We're also going to find that even though, again, we're in a Mercury retrograde and the post Mercury retrograde period, there's clarity of communication. There's clear ideas. This is an excellent time, for business dealings, for signing contracts, for negotiations and long-term investments and long-term plans. We really have this down. But there's something that we're saying, you know what? This has been a pattern. It might not even have served us for very long. Like it drained us. Because I do see a level of exhaustion here with the Four of Swords reversed. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm just so tired. And I'm not giving myself time to rest. And we're walking away from that because there's a sense of like I needed to step out into the world, like I needed to be a part of the chaos. I needed to be more powerful in the world. And now we're going to see that our power comes from calmly centering within ourselves. Sagittarius, I'm just seeing that Jupiter energy come forward, and the Jupiter energy kind of makes it look like you were born under a lucky star. Even if you had a lot of complications, a lot of, things that were trials and tribulations, there is a way that you come out on top. That's a Sagittarius energy. It's like that greatness, the greatness of Jupiter. Because remember, Jupiter is another name for Zeus in the Roman pantheon. You have this greatness to you, Sagittarius. And that greatness is also going to be like, okay, I can rule over thousands, millions and billions if I want to. But that's stretching me too thin. But I can take my world and quietly put it in order the way that I want to. And there's the hangman here. It's like you're just changing your whole insight, your whole understanding of things. Now, we can be very traditional during this time. So just be aware of this. We can say, well, there's a right way to do this and there's a wrong way to do this. And that Saturn energy can come through very, very strongly. We can also take on a lot of responsibilities. We are a very responsible sign. So just know that we might kind of want to step back and say, let's discover, like, let's seek this out. Let them walk their path. Let you walk your path and watch it all unfold beautifully. Okay. Don't try to I don't want to, Spirit's saying like, don't be too involved. I'm not saying here, I want to clarify for Spirit because Spirit isn't saying don't get involved with people, like, don't help them, don't guide them type of thing. But it's like they have to have their journey and their experiences and their, discoveries. The Four of Swords reverse. I just see this as like not resting. You could be bone tired, like just tired in your bones. And still, it's like, no, I have to keep on pushing on. Spirit will make you rest. It will. It will. Spirit will make you rest if you don't start calming down. I highly suggest for you, Sagittarius, setting alarms. I know this sounds silly, especially if you're ADHD. Okay. It's like, okay, I'm going to devote this much time to this. So you can stay on track and like just an alarm that has a different sound to it that lets you know, hey, you're already like a half an hour in or you only have a half an hour left. Those type of things can be very, very good for you. Very, very good for you. Also, having clocks so you can keep track of time can also be a very wonderful thing because you're wearing yourself out. You're pushing yourself too much. And if you say, I'm going to spend, 5-15 minutes on this task and then move on to the next one, you need to adhere to it because what you're doing is you're just pushing yourself too far. All right. And either you slow down and be aware of time or be aware of the time that you need for things, or Spirit is going to make it so that you have to slow down. And there's not anything ominous. It can be that you have really bad allergies. I do apologize if I'm a bit stuffed because my allergies are acting up, but it can just be like, okay, I need to slow down now. I need to slow down because Spirit is making me. The Eight of Cups is an ending. It's an ending as severe as a divorce. So just know that these are powerful endings. There's something here that you were trying to do, right? It has to do with like opening up the world, and Spirit's like, close that door. Close that door. You're taking on too much. So this is very much scaling back. And you can look at scaling back right now, which is so funny because Spirit is just saying you're going to be so mad, right? You're going to be so mad that you're scaling things back. But scaling things back actually opens up so much to you. It really does. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something you once thought you would love. It is looking at things in a new way, in a powerful way for you. And it's saying, okay, now I'm heading to where I need to be. I tried. It wasn't right. We could be trying to fit in. We could be trying what everybody else loves and wants and what they think is the best thing, since sliced bread. It's not working for us. We're not looking outward. We're not looking towards the future. We've done that a lot in Spirit saying, scale back into you. Scale back into you. See where you stand right now and move forward in that power, in that grace, and in that understanding. Because as you do, the universe opens to you. It's not pushing you out there in everything. It's this ethereal. I'm going to put the card upright so you can see this ethereal being right here. This woman made of snow and of air. And this isn't the world, it's the universe. It is just the power of being coming forward and saying the stars aren't even your limit. And that's going to be a very beautiful thing. But our universe opening up to us is very much a sense of, I almost see this as like being in the womb right now, right? Being in this energy here before you're birthed forward. And there is this sense of, I need to connect with what I want, with what I need, with what I love, and what I desire for me. And it brings us to the Hangman. We're just going to be seeing things so differently. It's like, oh, wow, I didn't expect it to be like that. Or, oh, I didn't see it like that before. And it's because certain doors are closing, which we are going to be ticked about. There is a sense here where there's a frustration and it's like, no, but it's not supposed to be like this. And Spirit is making you slow down. Now, it can't even be going from city life to country life. And it could be something you didn't want at all. And you're like, what the heck is this? But Spirit is making you slow down. It's going to start to change the way that you see things. And it's going to more align with your soul, with why you're here, with your spiritual intention for this world. And it's going to change a lot for you, which is pretty darn cool. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Princess of Wands. We're represented by the wands in the minor arcana. We can be a little bit childlike during this time, not like childlike wonder, but kind of like temper tantrum. All right, so just be aware of this. Or if we have a young energy in our lives, like a young person in our lives, they can be having temper tantrums. It could be their age, right? If they're, up until the age of 4, they tend to throw a lot of temper tantrums, and then that kind of calms down. But this is going to be a person or just an energy that we have to be mindful of, where it's like, well, of course I can have that. Like, it's like, treat yourself, take care of yourself, do this, do that. But it's to excess. And it's like, okay, I need to take care of me. Yes, that's why Spirit's telling us to slow down, but it's not going to be with buying ourselves, fancy things and, kind of making ourselves financially uncomfortable. So that's what Spirit is really saying here. Be mindful with your purchases, especially around your purchases, around what you want to create with what you're moving forward in, because it can be very childlike, like I can do everything. And then we get frustrated and overwhelmed and want to walk away from our own creative, soul that's calling us forward because we took on too much. So just be aware of that. Our subconscious message from Spirit is spontaneous. We need to embrace the spontaneous aspect of ourselves. Instead of having plans, which Saturn loves its plans. So just be aware of this. We're going to want to. Letting ourselves be a bit spontaneous, letting us embrace our spontaneous nature is going to be just so important for who we are and how we're moving forward. And just enjoying this time, letting things be a little bit more freeform and a little bit more, I just see like the wind, weaving through, seeing things, going forward and saying it gets to be a bit free. It moves us to our subconscious message from the tarot. And this here is judgment. And it's reversed. So we're not seeing ourselves rise out. Here it's like, here in this deck, this is the Llewellyn Tarot deck. Okay. Here it's the warriors that were put to sleep with King Arthur to guard Wales, when they most need it. And here with the With Judgment reversed, it's like it's still time to slumber. So it's like it's not time to take out the big guns, right? It's not time to say, "Oh, I'm just going to push this forward," and it doesn't matter. But it is a time here to slumber, to reflect, to calmly go into yourself, and to take that energy and to let it move you forward in a way that is contemplative and beautiful and connective. Okay? Because this is going to be a time, Sagittarius, where, yeah, I mean, you can do fantastic business deals during this time, but this is a time where you start to know you more than you have ever known you before. It doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter what you're going after in life. You start to really see you, know you, hear you, show up for you in a way that is astounding. Okay? And that's really, really cool. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace this power, intensity, and beauty within ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have an absolutely fabulous time following your dreams, your desires, and really listening to your soul. God bless. Bye.